Welcome back to the what if Deku was or had the female Waybad as a girlfriend, part 2. Sorry for this little bit of late. I was doing something busy, like chores, and now, now the now let's get into it. So when we left off, Izuku was like, when he rejoined his friends or his classmates, like from that USJ attack. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. It's kind of cool. So now Nezu knows that Zuko can't join this sports festival because of a broken leg. But Mr. Aizawa said to him that he can move around, but not very much. As Recovery Girl fixed his leg, and as his leg got back to the way it was before. So they were riding back to UA. Yeah. So, and sorry for my breathing, and it's how hot my room is. That's why I'm putting. So, yeah. So, Zuko was basically sat next to his sister because of that incident. He doesn't want anyone to hit his knee accidentally, as they know that his leg, because when they saw his leg black and blue, he was literally, as everyone was asking him about, how did it feel to be in that world? And all the other questions. As he says, I'm still trying to recover from the last time I went. You guys, come on. Just leave as Zumi protects her brother too. Like, come on, let him just take a break from it. He had to fight for survival. And as Mr. Aizawa knows that he's still trying to recover, so that's why Nezu wanted Zuko to be a narrator. So, yeah. As Zuko was doing the commentary, as the music mic says, he's a one survivor that came out of the special dimension that we all know as the No Void in dimension. He is one tough son of a gun. As he introduces Zuko Midoriya. As they see him, as he had his outfit thing so that he doesn't look like a homeless person, but he's still like trying to heal his leg up. As he says, yeah, as everyone that saw Zuko, like, heard that he survived a no void thing, as everyone is happy that someone made it out of there alive. As, yeah, one day in real world, but it's 2 seconds in the other world. So he says, if you hear any popping from my knee thing and me shout, it's still trying to pop back into place. Okay? Yeah. As Music Mike says, don't worry. As they know that they haven't seen his power level. But some of them are like sweating bullets of if this guy survives the no void, because as everyone's like talking among themselves, like, he's one tough son of a gun. And it is true, but do you have anything to say to your classmates? Sure. Thing. Go out there, have some fun, be more competitive, and winner chicken dinner, as he does that. As they, and you audience, are you all ready? Scream loud for the everyone. Yeah! As they all like yelled so loud that even if a deaf person could hear it, you know what? So, as he looks at Music Mike and tells him, that's how I sounded when I was in a no void dimension, when I popped my own knee back into place. As he, because his stick that he had was the same thing when he went to a no void one dimension. So yeah. So he's basically a strong guy, as I'm ready for a drink, as Zuko says that. How about you? Well, gonna, as Mr. Aizawa knows that if because he has to go all the way downstairs. So Mr. Aizawa asked Zuko to stay up here. I'll get it. As he goes down, buys a drink, and buys himself a drink, and yeah. So now they start like fighting a same thing canon, but Zumi is replaced of Zuko, and Zuko was up in the thing as he's trying to like as he yeah. So As Mountain Lady, actually, when she was with her group, she asked them about, okay, what's about this so-called Zuko? What's so special about him? I know that he came out of the no void only with a broken leg, but he's. Do you think that's kind of weird? As Dead Arms and Woodsman and All Might says, yeah, he, but a kid survived way worse stuff in that world. Um, um, than we know. As All Might shows photos of what the that world looked like. As when she looked at it, she was like, "Oh, okay. No wonder why he is like learns how to survive the." And as let's say Eraserhead told them that he they know that he tried to go upstairs. As yeah, Zuko was basically as he is getting such a bad leg cramp as when he tried to bend his knee, it popped so loud as he starts screaming so loud that even the music Mike had to cover his ears and everyone and as yeah as yeah as he like tries to get some it popped back into place again as it was not just like woo or ouch, it was so loud that probably if they were running around they could hear it from a mile away. As yeah as I'm okay. When I was trying to pop it, like when I would try to bend my knee, as Eraserhead knows that he was trying to get some circulation in his leg, and then it popped back in. As yeah, as everyone like, are you doing okay? Yeah, I'm fine. It just as Recover Girl was literally was right there if he needed or like she came healed his leg all the way as it was no longer black and blue. Like sheesh. So he was basically dead, and then the fight one, and he as Endeavor asked Nezu if to test Zuku's speed and his strength in the fight. As they got down, or he got down, as Eraser, as they're like, huh. As his eye, Haynes, could see, as Zuko, or as Endeavor was like, ready, Zuko? I know that you were in the no void way longer than anyone has ever been. And it's quite impressive, by the way. But I really want to see how much skill do you have. Huh. Okay. As they're like, Zuko, don't be embarrassed. As Zuko used his brain, as he literally dodged the attack so fast, as he says, huh, as he adjusts his size of his arms, turns it back, and let it go, as he sent the eraser, as he dodges the attacks and he comes in close, like he slams his fist against the ground, or against his chest, all for or his, as he says, huh, I learned this from when I was doing, as he used like his power level thing. Like he used the same thing as what she's doing. As, yeah. When he did that, he sent an Endeavor flying out of a stadium, even. He's even destroyed a half of the stadium accidentally. Or not like entire, like, where people were sitting. They were literally, like, it was right underneath. So, yeah. As she knows that he... So when everyone saw how powerful he really gets when he learns, as, yeah, as they couldn't believe that how Zuko was able to use his, like, survival skills to absolute beastly. Like, he literally as Endeavor's like, huh, you beat me. That's okay. As everyone is so surprised that they couldn't believe that Zuko picked up some fresh skills on his power level. So, yeah, Zuko was basically like, huh. As he, yeah. Some of them are creeped out about it. As he's like, as let's say he had like long sleeves when he was in an ovoid, so his arm was twisted with the black and blue, or he says with the black and blue arm. That's okay. As he, it shocks everybody when they saw how he does it. As he says, okay, as he lifts himself up, or as they all like couldn't even believe that. They were trying to shake their heads from like doesn't accept it. Accept it. That the survivor that survived the no void thing beats a number 2 pro hero. As yeah, he did. And so now the internships things is basically he chose was Endeavor never as he Endeavor took him in because they know that he so the Nomu is attacked and then Zuko was like, huh, take these guys out. As he activated his wild mutt side, as it looked like the wild mutt versions and it. So yeah, as he comes out of like he literally ate the ground, or no, he literally ate the Nomus left and right. As he comes as you could see blood of them on the yeah. So now Zuko was basically or actually instead of Endeavor, let's say Mountain Lady. Because she tells him and Mountain Lady acts more like caring person than being like, come on, let be a fashion thing. So when she knew who she wanted Zuko as so she and him like of course she tells him that get ready for nighttime. Yep. As they like basically he does all that stuff as And some of you might not know where Grapefruit Kid is. Well, in this what if, he I'm changing his like spectrum. Like he's just like okay, he likes to learn more about his powers than anyone. So yeah, and plus Zuko says to himself that because Min, not, or Mountain Lady wanted to ask him one thing, as she says, "Hey Zuko, can I ask you something?" Sure. Well, I know that you were in a no void for a longest time than anyone. Usually people be in there for 2 seconds and go insane. How did you do it? Huh. Well, we adapt, we evolve. But that's my power. I adapted to it as she couldn't believe that he could adapt to anyone. And as yeah, but he also says I also in the that no void dimension there was some of the Waybads. That's what the species is called. I call them that, but Azuku tells her that they're pretty bigger than you in your transformation, Mountain Lady. Huh. How big are we talking about? As he pulls out his phone, and when he took a like stealthy as she sees they're that big, as she's a little bit surprised that Zuko survived, and when she saw the like those wild nuts things, then she was like, okay, all right. As the no void projector thing that Zuko made had a countdown timer, like so it's set for ESJ, then Sports Festival, Camp Park, then Raid. So it's set for 4 days, but yeah, or 4 weeks at Pacific one, and then he says, I sometimes do talk to the female way bad. So from time to time, as can I use a TV thing? As Zuko asked, as she says sure, as he hooks up a device to her TV, and then the picture of Zuko is calling. So So she's like, so she's answering as she's, because it had a translation. Sorry about that. My dog just decided to bark. So she answers it as, plus the device had a translation thing. So she, every time she roars, she's actually, when it translates for her, she's saying like, "I missed you. How have you been?" Then pretty good. I got hunt you on the TV. How have you been? Well, I do me. You know me as eh? As Mountain Lady saw her, and she's like, "Holy crud, Zuko! How did you like meet up with this girl?" As Mountain Lady, or as she says, as this, who was that? Oh, it's just my like like co or not coworker. The I'm in school right now, so one of the teachers. That was one of my teachers. As huh, as she knows that she's she's the same age as Zuko, so no like old man and gets married to a kid like a little girl. So yeah, so she basically as so it's time to go. I'm gonna go to becoming a pro hero. Huh. Have fun. As you two, as they exchange kisses. This is as he hangs up. As Mountain Lady says, that was weird. And I don't know, how did you did you like, or how did you do that? About how did you make a female or the way bad fall in love with you? How? I have no idea. But and she's a female way bad to be exact. Like you're a girl, so she's a girl too. As yeah, you're right. As yeah. So they go do like pro heroes stuff as he battles against Hero Killer Stain and wins, and now Camp Park is, as Mr. Aizawa knows that Zuko been talking to female way back, and plus Inko and Asashi I knows that too, as he says, huh, when I was in that no void tank, by the way, yeah, let's go ahead, tell us more. Well, in that world, when I was surviving, I don't ask me how the one of the way bads that I told you about, Yeah, fell in love with me. As couldn't believe that, as Inko couldn't believe that Zuko got loved by a giant female alien. So, yeah, Zuko was like, okay, yeah. And Asashi was the same thing. Like, he couldn't believe that someone as. So now the camp arc, or skipping camp arc, because they, as a, then raid, as Zuko was like, huh. As a big portal opens up because the No Void activated it. As she jumps down, or she jumps out of it, as the portal closes, as she, she know she always knows where Zuko is always at. So she walks over, and once when she saw him, like near the, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It was now the powers of Monster Reborn. Or where is it? Give me a moment. When Zuko was like that, as because All for One was like, you're gonna be dead, Zuko. As as when the when she saw him was gonna, or saw someone was gonna kill her boyfriend, she got mad. She starts running at them. Like, she was like basically used like a beam on them, used like hitting us, smacking them around, and breaks their backs, ripping the All for One to pieces, and threw him into space. As when she turned around, she looked at him as she walks up to him, and she like sat down as she puts her hand out, picks him up, as she does that to him, as he says, like, as he was still alive, it's just his body hurts, as she knows that it's his body hurts. So she starts kissing on him, petting him on the head, as she had, or it had, or like in the Zuku's pocket, he had a translator, as it was still on, so she could, when she roars, she knows that he hears her clear, as yeah. So Asashi was like, "Man, you find someone that really loves you so much, Zuko. I'm impressed." As every one, as like Mountain Lady, everyone, as at night, or she wanted him to just lay with her, as she did. Like, she laid in on Zuko, or not on Zuko, but Zuko was on her, like with a little teddy bear, as everyone is like trying to get Zuko away from her, as yeah, All Might and everybody's like, holy crud. So yeah. And now, plus, as everyone is a little bit shocked about it, as how Zuko manages to get a giant, a, like, alien creature to fall in love with him. So, yeah. As they both, like, when they both get up, um, as Nezu tells Zuko to tell the female Waybad that he, or she's accepted to UA, as she understands, and that, as so she does that, and like she, as he tells her that, or Zuko tells her that you'll be with me most of the day. Okay? I will not let you, like, die from anything, okay? I won't let anyone take you away. As she knows that, as she picks him up and does that same thing. So yeah, as ball throw, yeah, Zuko was like, as Mr. Ozawa doesn't mind as Miss Joke's like, what the heck is that thing? As Eraserhead says, oh, that's Zuko's girlfriend. Female Waybad. That's her name. Okay? As Tenya is like, wow, Zuko, how did you contain a girl that's bigger than Mountain Lady? Well, I don't even know myself. So, yeah. And then they have been dating for quite a long time. And then when they graduated to become pro heroes, her name became the Earthbreaker. Her would be her superhero name. Okay? As the, so they, her and him Zuko got married and had one, two, three, four kids, and one of them looks just like her mother, but her. So yeah, as yeah. So yeah. So now, and the overhaul fight thing goes almost similar to canon, but the when Zuko was in, or when overhaul was in the, when he combined with his four subordinates thing, he became this giant monster. And before all overhaul try to like slam his hand on Zuko, his one of his daughters, or actually Mountain Lady, or not, sorry, his, let's say his wife steps on Overhaul all and breaks the entire back. Yeah. And you all are probably thinking to yourself, well, Chaz, how did you make this what if? Making someone that's like Zuku size get dating and get married to someone that's or no, that looks like the. So yeah, so she basically, as yeah, so she tells him that what everyone or every wife tells their fathers or their like husbands, that pregnant thing. Yeah. So as he can't believe that. So yeah, as when he, or when she whispered it to him, mm, as well, when he hears the translation thing, when he heard her, he was like, as Sun Eater, and, or actually not Sun Eater, the this guy says, what's going on with her? As Zuko walks Mirio and like pulled him off to the side and told him that she is pregnant. And as when she, or when he heard that, he at first he thought he was joking, but when he was like, you have to be kidding me. Wow. And by the way, what, good job on surviving through that, huh, without losing your mind. Huh. Yeah. As I almost did, but course, the when everyone that's heard that, as you know, like, she had to literally, or Mountain Lady had to literally transforms into a big self and to do that for female way bad to give birth to those 4 kids. Yeah. As yeah. As he says, wow, you really like, as they all like agree that they know that he's the father, because all of them had green hair. Hold on, they all had green hair. Like, imagine this one, or imagine his entire hair, or imagine if he had hair. His entire hair thing was literally like a, yeah. So did her hair, his, and that. So yeah, basically it was just so weird. As Aries was, as he tells her that he's gonna, or Zuko tells his wife to, that he'll train Aries to use her powers. As, don't worry, I'll come back. As he taught her the how powers work and all that stuff. Yeah. Then he came back and he took care of the, let's say, 2 girls and 2 boys. So he had to take care of all 4 of them. All at once. And yeah. He had to change their diaper, and he used his body modification thing, like, to like change their diapers, and man, they sure smelled so bad. As yeah, he was the pro hero number 1. He's also the greatest father of 4 big Titan kids, and he also got married to a female way bad. What you could ask for. It's like all in one. And his, yeah, as they usually switch on and off for between their like kids and their like pro heroes thing. Like, sometimes she walks around with Mountain Lady, and they sure get to talking and all that stuff. So will And then sometimes he'll join All Might. Like, he'll, like, go around, fight crime, and then all that stuff. And then all the things. All the things. So, now, let's do a time skip. So now they're adults, and they learn how to speak English. Yes, and their own language, too. So, yeah. And so their bring your kids to work day thing, yeah. They sure, like, brought their kids to work. As they were doing all that stuff. And his popularity went from being like a kid trapped in the no void to being he passing everyone's, like, everyone respects him, even like villains that, like, some of the villains that are like, we surrender. As they, like, before I go get in the car, how's the kids? Pretty good. They're, as they're like doing that stuff. As, yeah. So, yeah. Tomorrow or next week, probably tomorrow, I'll probably do the what if Deku has a tiny, like, 4 arms girl from Ben 10 as his girlfriend. And, or, I don't know, just leave it in the comments below of who do you want to do, or who do you want me to ship next. Do you want me to do like Zuko with upgrades, one of the upgrade species, or the here? I was thinking about that the other day. So, like, do you want me to do? I should have here. In the next video, I'll do is gonna let you all four decide on who do you want to choose next. So